Hello everyone, my name is Edoggz and welcome to this channel. Today we finally got our hands on the Transformers Seige Jetfire from the War for Cybertron trilogy. So let's get right on into it. So here is the box. We have Jetfire flying into battle. We have Omega Supreme over here in the right hand corner. We have two Tetra Jets on the top left side of the box. We have Optimus, RC, Ratchet, Red Alert, Sideswipe, Megatron. We are blasting off into space. On the back of the box we have Jetfire in his robot mode. We have him armored up with his weapons. We have him in the alt mode with the weapons platform on his back. We have these accessories which we'll get into. We have this battle mask, and we're also going to be talking about Macross in this video. But on this side of the box we have the art blasting off, and this is a commander class figure. So here he is. He is all white except for the thighs, which is an off beige, and you have the lower portion, which is off beige. And we have these different color reds. We have the dark reds here. This is a little lighter. This is dark. Stripes on the wings are dark. We have this really nice lavender Decepticon symbol. The feet are picked out in silver with white. We have the head, which is also white. We have this blue cyan blue on his head crest. The backpack is broken up in white and red and gray. His knees are gray, the engines are gray, the thighs are gray, and the elbows are gray, intakes are gray as well. So let's get in some comparison. We're going to bring in this Science Buddy Earthrise Starscream. And then we're going to bring in his Masterpiece Starscream. One thing I do like about this more is that the face is picked out in silver, where the Masterpiece version, it's like a gunmetal gray. So we take this away. Next, we're going to flip this Decepticon symbol. Just use your finger or your thumb. Like so, and then we can bring in some Autobots to compare it with. So we have Robots in Disguise Mirage, and we have MP20 Plus Wheeljack, which is the animated cell version of the character. So you have that kind of look going for you. So let's get into articulation. Let's go for the arm. Arms have a 90-degree bend. But you can push up a little more to give you past 90. The arm can swing all the way back, about that far. And it can swing all the way back about that far. On this side, the arm can go all the way out. Now, due to the heavy ratchets, there's this piece, this panel that comes out when you bring it down. So you should hold it with your finger to bring that down. There are a swivel at the elbow. Just gonna bring that arm up. Legs go about that far. Knee, which breaks the scope between the lower portion of the thigh and the knee. We bring up the skirt. And you can bring the thigh all the way back. That is frictioned in. No ratchet in this area. You still get thigh swivel if you want, like almost 360, almost. I would say that's a 160, to tell you honestly. Feet are articulated. They're on a metal pin, and they're very tight, very tight. So this will maintain your posability. And the figure has a good heft to it. The hands, they rotate. They're on the mushroom peg. So let's get into the armor. Now first, we're gonna bring these two in, and now you can put these on his legs. You can put them on the side of his arms. I choose to put them on the side of his arms. And if they decide to make a special version of Jetfire one day, this should be all red picked out in white, or vice versa, white picked out with a little bit of red to make it more G1-y look. You just plug this in. And do this other side. Now, I like to mention a series called Macross, which came out in October of 1982. It was a series about these aliens coming to Earth. We took their technology and we created these giant mechas that could transform into 3 different things. One form will be the Battleoid mode, and second mode will be a Guardian mode, and then there will be a Gearwalk mode. And we have these 2 guns. And if you want to dual wield these, they marry together like so, but we're going to do single these by putting that up. And you take this handle and you bring it down like so. And this hand had a harder time getting this gun in here, and you just kind of wrestle with it a little bit so it pegs in. So you should have that. And then the other side, it's pretty decent. It's pretty good. You won't have any problems with it. Now the hands do have an automorph, so when you bring the hands out, the port disappears inside of the palm of the hand. Next, we have these 2 guns. They do attach together, and you can put these anywhere you want, but I like to keep them together, and I'm going to put them on the backpack, and they're going to go here, and there's one on this side, and they plug into the bottom of the guns, or I should say the back of the guns, to tell you honestly. So you kind of have them looking like a radio man in the military with the antennas in the back, who would send messages back and forth from the field, kind of deal. And then we have this, the chest. Inside the chest is a mask, and how you get to it, you just have to find a panel. It's easy for you to get to. This is battle mask. Just use this thumb, comes out. We'll get back to it. Now, how to attach this is you have a slot here, you have a slot there, you have this friction piece up here which goes on top of the shoulders. Now, when I first looked at it, I thought these were just a design to make it look more real, but these are functional doors. They're in the plastic, and you get these rectangular pieces right here. Same thing on the side. And then you attach this, and you know you have it right if it clicks into place. There you go. Let's reattach that real quick. So you have that kind of look. Now it does hide his face a little bit. That's my only little qualm about it. And then you have this mask. Now in the instructions, it doesn't even tell you how to do this. You kind of just have to figure it out on your own. So the head is on a 360-degree mushroom peg, but there's a screw behind the neck that allows you to bring it up like that. And you have this little square that's inside the mask, and you just plug it over here and it fricks it into place. So here you have Jetfire in his robot mode. Also, if you follow Macross, this will be considered the battle mode for their Valkyries. Now, unfortunately, we can't do the Guardian mode because the newer design of this will now allow you to do it. and 2, the gearwork mode can't be done either. So they're just trying to get it away from the Macross line. But this would be Roy Fokker's robot, if you will, mecha, and it was a part of the Skull Squadron, and the Autobot symbol wasn't there. It was a skull with crossbones on it. So here you have that. Now you take these guns. I'll show you how you do that. And you have these little effects things you can do. You can plug them in here. Where's the other one? Get these effects here. You can just plug those in. And you take this handle, bring it back because it's going to get in the way. You take this handle, bring it down. You're going to have this peg stick it out. And you just marry them together. And you should have something like that. And we'll get back to this later on. He can hold it, which I normally have him do. So you have that kind of look. The ratchets are tough enough to hold that, just to show you. Now we're going to go into his alt mode, which will be in Transformers is jet mode, and in Macross it will be a Valkyrie mode. So we need to take the face mask off because it will not transform with the face mask. These will get in the way. So we're going to start the transformation. I wish there was like more of a ratchet system in the thigh portion, because you see it doing the splits. But it's okay. You close these 2 panels. Close. Now we're going to start with the arms. Bring the arm out. And the hands are a little loose, but you could use flow polish or something like that to tighten that up. So you want to bring the forearm upwards, and you want to do an S kind of deal. So what they want you to do is you want to force the inside joint to turn while you push it back, like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring the arm up. So it's like that, and you want to force it until it plugs in. Now we're going to focus on the hands. Pull the hand backwards. Inside there's a handle. Pull the handle down outwards. It's going to create this cavity, and you just want to swing the hand inside like so, and you have an arm done. Now here you have this piece right here. Just push that back. It's going to fill in the forearm to hide that gray piece. Well, no, it doesn't really hide it, but it fills in that section. Same thing on the other side. You bring this open. Locate this handle. Bring it down. Take this piece. Fill in the cavity. Take this piece right here. Flip it back. So you should have something like this. Next, I'm going to go behind the jet intakes. Bring it back. Go right behind here. Jet intakes, bring it back. Now, this is going to flip up, and the head is going to disappear behind these doors. So you bring the canopy up. All right, now it's locked into place. So we have to take the shoulders. You have to bring them out a little bit. And now we take the canopy. We're going to bring it out. So we're going to slowly move this. And as you do so, you're going to have more space more play for these air intakes. So you just bring them down to the side like that, bring it down to the side like that, and you just want to bring it all the way up like so. Now before we bring up the nose, we can get in here to the cockpit, and we have like either the seat, maybe this is the brain, I'm not just sure what it is. Maybe this is a homage to the Macross vehicles or the Valkyrie vehicles, but you can close that. Bring that up. That snaps into place. Next, we're going to rotate the forearm this way so it's facing you. The handle needs to face you. Same thing, other side, handle needs to face you. Bring this in, and you want to hold this piece into place because you need to bring down the arm, and it's going to go into this circular port inside the chest. So bring that like so. And what you do is you just have to maneuver this piece onto this post, which is going to be on the back of his arm here, right here. And just like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring it in. You want to hold this in place while you bring the arm down. Wiggle it past some plastic. Maneuver the arm into place and peg it in. So you should have something like that. Now here we have some more space, and we need to move the wing so I can show you where I'm about to go. So there's this peg here. I said it says slot and the peg system here, and they go inside of this piece right here that's on this armature, and just bring it back. Let's see if I can. So, like that. Same thing. Let's move the wing back just a little bit. Just get out of the way. You have this piece right here, and it's going to fill into this spots. Just give it a squeeze. Next, we're going to focus on the legs. So bring the legs open. Let's bring that down. And you want to get inside here where the gray piece is, and just bring it open. You have this hole here, and it's going to have this post, and you just flip this over on this double hinge door, and you just marry that together. Next, you want to do a little bit of combiner wars here. You want to bring the leg at an angle, shift it up, and it should peg in. And it pegs in. Now do the same thing on the other side. Bring the leg out. Go on the inside leg right here. Find the door. Double hinge. Swing it all the way around on this post and this hole. Sandwich that together. Bring the leg outwards. Like so. It's going to put on. It's going to fall onto this this peg right here, or should I say slot? Yeah. So there you go. Now on the original Jetfire and the Valkyries, this piece will be two separate rocket pylons, and they had a bridge that connected them together, and the feet were also rockets slash feet. So the feet will go inside like this. Take the heel and take this piece like this, bring it up, and that will form like an engine there on the original one. Same thing, take the heel down first, take the feet up second. So you have that much. So all you have to do is peg these two together. Now as for the wings, you take it off a slot and peg system. Bring it up. Make sure it's even. Bring up the flaps by using your finger. You go here. You bring this down. And just marry those two together. It's held in by friction. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring up the wingtips. Like so. And bring this piece up. Friction that in. And you're good to go. You just got to bring in the wings just a little bit. Like so. And we just have to make sure everything's in its place. And here you have your Jetfire in vehicle mode. So here it is from the side. Here it is from the front. Here it is from this angle. And underneath. Now we do have landing gear on the knees that can come out. They are rollable. You have this one underneath the cockpit. So you can have this rolling around. But before we do that, on the original one, just one more time, the main gun would hang from the bottom, like so, of the weapon, of the aircraft. But due to these holes, they're not close enough to do so. So it's a bummer, but it's okay. Just making sure this is clapped in. Now for the armor, you can put these anywhere you want. I'm gonna put these back here. Same thing on the other side. And the longer guns, you have a choice. You can use these long ones, and you pop them in here. Now the original Jetfire didn't have guns on the wings, but the Macross Valkyries did have like a missile trees, if you want to call them, missile trees, and they would stick underneath there. So just want to make sure they're lined up, and there you have it. So let's bring in some comparisons. So first we're going to bring in United Jazz, kind of give you an idea. These fins can be angled if you want. Next is Snapdragon. And last but not least, we have Studio Series Blackout. Just as big as Blackout. About the same length, and I believe this is like a liter. Now we have to do one more before we close out this video. So we're going to take this and we're going to make that weapons platform that was on the top of this backpack. And how you do that is you need these pieces. And we're going to focus on this. Now you know you have it right when it's like this. It has to be like this. That's how you know you have it right. It has to be like this, so it pegs down on the backpack. Then you take these pieces, and they have to be this way. So, as long as you have this gun upside down, you never make a mistake how to put it on. Like so. Do the same thing. Plug it into the side right here. Like so. And you just put them into these cavities. There's a port here and there's a port there. And if you got it right, it won't come apart. So it looks like that. Next, you have to rebuild these two, and they friction in on the sides, which I don't like. I wish they had, let me show you what I'm talking about. You see they have these grooves here, it's supposed to fit in there by friction. They could have just went with a post and hole system kind of deal here for me. And see about the friction in there. Let's get the other one. Put these two together. Do the same thing. So you should have this. Now, I'm normally not going to display it like that, but it's a good place to put all your weapons when you're not using it. So you have that on top. So let's close out this video. We're going to take this off. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's keep that on. Let's bring on our stuff. We're going to bring in, let's bring in Mirage and Starscream. Kind of give you that look. And where did he go? And Jazz. So that's how this figure looks with the deluxe. I believe these both are deluxe. These two are deluxe. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please leave me a comment. Subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.